If you truly want to change your life, listen carefully. Most people fail not because they lack talent, intelligence, or opportunity. They fail because they lack self-discipline. The truth is brutal. Without discipline, your dreams will always remain dreams. The Stoic philosophers understood this thousands of years ago. They believed that mastering yourself is the greatest victory a human can achieve. In this video, you will discover 7 brutal Stoic laws of self-discipline that separate weak minds from powerful ones. These laws are not soft motivational ideas. They are hard truths that will challenge the way you think, act, and live. If you apply them daily, you will build mental strength, control your emotions, and become someone who commands respect. Before we begin, make sure you subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you never miss powerful Stoic wisdom that can transform your mindset and your life. Law 1. Control yourself before you try to control life. The first brutal law of self-discipline is simple but difficult. Master yourself first. Many people want to control their circumstances, their finances, their reputation, and even other people. But they cannot control their own thoughts, emotions, or habits. Stoic philosophy teaches that the only thing truly under your control is your mind. If your emotions control you, then the outside world will control you as well. Discipline begins the moment you learn to pause before reacting. Imagine someone insults you. A weak mind reacts immediately with anger. A disciplined mind pauses, observes the emotion, and decides whether the reaction is necessary. This small moment of control is the foundation of personal power. When you master your reactions, you stop becoming a slave to situations. You become calm in chaos, focused in distractions, and stable in uncertainty. This is why Stoics believed that self-control is the highest form of strength. Start small. Control your words. Control your habits. Control how you spend your time. Every moment of self-control strengthens your discipline like a muscle. Over time, your mind becomes harder, sharper, and more resilient. If you want a powerful life, remember this brutal truth: you cannot control life until you control yourself. Law 2. Do what is hard, especially when you don't feel like it. Most people only act when they feel motivated. When motivation disappears, their discipline disappears with it. This is why many dreams fail. Stoicism teaches something very different. Action should not depend on feelings. Discipline means doing what must be done, even when your mind resists. There will be mornings when you feel tired, days when you feel unmotivated, moments when distractions seem more comfortable than effort. These are the moments where discipline is built. A Stoic mindset understands that feelings are temporary, but character is permanent. When you choose the hard action despite discomfort, you strengthen your identity as a disciplined person. Over time, difficult tasks become easier because your mind learns that excuses are no longer accepted. You become someone who acts with purpose, not emotion. The brutal truth is this: success belongs to people who can act without waiting for motivation. Law 3. Stop seeking comfort. Comfort is one of the greatest enemies of discipline. Human beings naturally seek comfort, pleasure, and convenience. But Stoic philosophers warned that a life built on comfort creates a weak mind. When you constantly choose the easiest path, your resilience slowly disappears. You become less tolerant of difficulty, less patient with challenges, and less capable of handling adversity. Stoicism encourages something powerful: voluntary discomfort. This means occasionally choosing difficult actions on purpose. Wake up earlier than necessary. Train harder than expected. Work longer on meaningful goals. Resist instant gratification. These actions train your mind to become comfortable with discomfort. Instead of avoiding challenges, you begin to welcome them as opportunities for growth. The more discomfort you voluntarily face, the stronger your discipline becomes. Challenges stop feeling like threats and start feeling like training. The brutal law is simple: a comfortable life rarely creates a strong mind. Law 4. Your habits decide your future. Your future is not decided by your wishes. It is decided by your daily habits. Most people underestimate how powerful small repeated actions can be. A single disciplined decision might seem small, but when repeated daily, it transforms your entire life. Stoic thinkers believed that character is built through repeated action. Every time you choose discipline over laziness, you strengthen your identity. Wake up at the same time every day. Focus deeply on meaningful work. Avoid distractions that steal your time and energy. These habits might seem simple, but they build unstoppable momentum. Discipline is not a single heroic action. It is a system of consistent behavior. The brutal truth is this: your life tomorrow will look almost identical to today unless your habits change. When you improve your habits, you improve your destiny. Law 5. Stop complaining and start accepting responsibility. One of the harshest Stoic lessons is this: complaining changes nothing. Many people blame their circumstances, their past, or other people for their struggles. But Stoicism teaches radical responsibility. Your power begins when you accept that your response to life is always your choice. You may not control every situation, but you always control how you respond to it. Complaining drains your energy and focus. Responsibility does the opposite. It shifts your attention toward solutions, growth, and action. Disciplined people do not waste time blaming the world. They analyze problems calmly and search for the next step forward. This mindset creates strength. Instead of feeling powerless, you begin to see challenges as opportunities to prove your resilience. The brutal law is clear: the moment you stop blaming and start taking responsibility, your discipline begins to grow. Law 6. Learn to delay pleasure. Modern life encourages instant gratification. Social media, entertainment, and constant distractions train people to seek pleasure immediately. But Stoicism teaches that discipline requires the ability to delay pleasure for a greater reward. Imagine two choices: short-term comfort or long-term success. The disciplined person consistently chooses the long-term reward. This means sacrificing temporary pleasure today so your future becomes stronger. It means studying when others relax, building skills when others waste time, and investing energy into meaningful goals. The ability to delay gratification separates people who achieve greatness from those who stay stuck. Every time you delay unnecessary pleasure, you strengthen your willpower. The brutal truth is this: a person who cannot control their desires will always struggle to control their life. Law 7. Discipline is a daily battle. The final Stoic law is perhaps the most important. Discipline is never finished. Many people think discipline is something you build once and keep forever. In reality, discipline is a daily battle against distraction, laziness, and comfort. Every day presents new choices. You can choose focus or distraction, effort or avoidance, growth or stagnation. Stoic philosophy reminds us that self-mastery is a lifelong practice. The goal is not perfection. The goal is continuous improvement. Some days will feel easier than others. Some days you will struggle. But each day you return to discipline, your character becomes stronger. The most powerful people in history were not perfect. They were simply people who refused to quit the practice of discipline. And that is the final brutal truth. Discipline is not about being perfect. It is about showing up and doing what must be done, again and again. Final thoughts. Self-discipline is not easy. It demands sacrifice, patience, and consistency. But it also creates something incredibly powerful: freedom. When you master your mind, you stop being controlled by impulses, distractions, and emotions. You become focused, calm, and intentional. The Stoic philosophers believed that the strongest person is the one who has conquered themselves. If you practice these 7 brutal laws daily, you will slowly transform your mindset and your life. If you found value in this video, subscribe to the channel for more powerful Stoic lessons about discipline, mental strength, and personal growth. Join this growing community of people who are choosing wisdom over distraction and strength over weakness. Subscribe now and start building the mindset that will change your life forever.